I don't wish to talk about that now.
Well, I think we should. After all, what I do affects us both.
I'm going to have a bath.
You see, if I win a gold at the Olympics...
If you get selected.
Oh, I get selected, all right. If I win, gold medals are really very useful. I've already been propositioned. Friend of the family suggested I stand for Parliament.
But how perfect. Politics is the perfect career for a man who knows nothing and thinks he knows it all.
If you weren't just the sexiest thing that had ever happened in bed.
Yes?
The point is, if I do decide to go into politics, or pet, well, I shall need Helen. Her father, a good, solid Republican, I'm glad to say, is very keen on me standing. More importantly, he happens to be loaded. Not a game for the have-nots, you know, politics.
You can walk away from here whenever you want to. There never have been any strings, you know that.
Maybe not at the beginning.
Not even now. You will understand why this evening, when you meet my beautiful husband.
My father wants me to run the family business, as his father did, and his father before him. I had 5 years. My father gave me 5 years. 5 years to ride and to... How do you say? To do my thing.
Great. And I was just part of your thing, was I?
Of course not, Fen. You know that.
No, I don't. Your father simply snaps his fingers and that's it. Thank you very much, Fen. It's been nice having you.
That isn't it at all.
So what is it then? And what about the Olympics? Your father surely can't stop you from competing in the Olympics.
I won't know what he wants until I get home. All I know is that my life is going to be different from now on.
So what about us?
I don't know, Fen. That's something else. I won't know until I get home. Oh, temps, suspends ton vol, levez-vous. Heure propice. Suspendez votre cours. Laissez-nous savourer les rapides délices. Les plus beaux de nos jours.
I wish I hadn't not bothered with French.
No, no. You don't need French to make love. Just a Frenchman.
This is my husband, George, and this is Rupert.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Monsieur.
I feel we are old friends. Laura has, of course, told me everything about you.
Oh, for goodness sake, Fen, do pull yourself together. I've got to leave in a minute. To know how you'd feel if someone you love just disappeared.
He hasn't disappeared, Fen. He's simply gone back to France.
For good. You knew what he said in his last letter.
I remember he said he thought perhaps he wasn't being fair on you, expecting you to wait. Anyway, you're far too young to tie yourself in.
Too young?
You are far too young.
None of your bloody business!
Oh, for God's sake, stop screaming, Fen!
Anyway, I must be mad. Asking you what you'd feel. I mean, what do you know?
You keep saying that? You keep asking me what do I know. What do I know about what, exactly?
About anything. You haven't exactly been around, Tori. All you ever did was hang around the pony club, and even then nobody noticed you.
I haven't got time to argue. I'm going to be late for Jake.
You did the season and nobody danced with you. And then you hung around horse shows, hoping you might meet someone as desperate as you. Well, you did.
Look, Fen, I know you're upset.
You had to buy Jake, Tori. Jake was desperate, right? He was skint, hungry for success, and you bought him a horse, remember? You bought him by buying Gracie, a horse he couldn't afford for himself in 1,000,000 years. And you had to sweet-talk Great Gran to bankroll you both. God! Jake doesn't love you. He married you for what you could do for him, and you married him because he was all that was left. A stable boy, with an outsized chip on his shoulder, half crazy with ambition. God. Sorry? God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm going crazy. It's Guy. I'm sorry. Really, I am. God. Oh, shit!
Same again, Brian.
Oh, sorry, Len. I was doing a bit of stargazing. You know who that was, don't you, just went out? That was Jake Lovell, the show jumper, with Mrs. Rupert Campbell-Black.
Jake, I can't stop worrying.
Well, you're gonna have to, okay?
Okay.
And don't say anything until I say so, all right? All we have to do is just sit tight until the coast is clear. I know when he has to go away. We'll be fine, just as long as we both keep our heads.
You don't know Rupert, Jake.
I do know Rupert, Helen. What I didn't realize was just what a bloody fool he is. To have someone like you and behave as he does. To have someone most men would kill for. I better go.
Jake, I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't come to see you in the hospital.
It might have been better if you hadn't. You're so beautiful, I can't stand it.
Diary page, please.
Jesus Christ, what am I doing?
All right then, darling. They're coming. I'll get some steps for you. Goodbye.
Gotcha, super bastard.